Episode 6, Elderwood National Park.
I had to talk to someone. I told Barry everything. He thought I was certifiable, but when he heard about the manuscript, I had him. The fact that I'd written something, even if I couldn't remember it, was enough for him. He smelled money. And he believed that Alice had been kidnapped. Anything beyond that was another story. I had a midnight appointment with the kidnapper in a place called Lover's Peak, somewhere in Elderwood National Park. The plan was to rent a cabin.
I don't like it, Al. I don't like any of it. It's not good. In fact, it's the absolute opposite of good.
Mr. Wake! Barry, you found him.
Hi, Rose.
Oh, wow. I was just thinking about you, too.
Great.
I was just bringing Rusty some coffee. He's on the balcony, looking after Max. Poor thing. I really need to go. Great to see you again, Mr. Wake. Later!
Who's Max?
That sly look
What an
from Barry.
airhead.
Jeez, Mr.
Listen.
Takes a swing at everybody. This is not her fault. She's a very nice girl and, more importantly, a fan.
Yes, she's very nice. She was bringing coffee.
She
Oh,
even
wow.
has a fan site dedicated to you. And she was very helpful when I was looking for you.
Bucktooth Charlie. Colombian Mammoth.
Seriously, Al, what you were saying in the car? Just listen to yourself. What, you shot a guy and his body just disappeared? When was the last time you slept? What, are you high? Have you been drinking?
No! Look, Barry, I'm missing a week. And someone's got Alice.
Do you
and everything's
understand what it sounds like when you say stuff like that? Don't get me wrong, it's a good story, could be a bestseller. But when you start confusing fiction with reality, you're buying yourself a ticket to the funny farm.
Wait here.
Listen, Barry, all I've been drinking is coffee, and a lot of it. So is there a restroom around here? Because could use that. And that bear freaked me out. I don't know. Something about that bear statue. Look at that. Coffee. All right. All right. Speaking of coffee, I need a little bit more. How old is this game? This game is from 2010. So it is 14 years. And we were going to play the remastered version because they did release a remaster, but it just didn't work. Like, didn't work with our hardware. There was all kinds of graphics issues and stuff. So we decided to go back to the OG. And so far, it's very impressive. Plays really well. It looks wonderful.
Easy there, boy. I'm almost done.
Hey, Rusty, right? You rent cabins.
Oh, Mr. Wake. I'd shake your hand, but mine are kind of full here. Actually, I'm sorry about this. Would you mind grabbing the registration form from the desk? It's just across from Bucktooth Charlie.
Okay, sure.
Oh.
What happened?
Crazy poachers. Max here got his foot caught in a trap. They're illegal to use here. Hell, you're not supposed to hunt within the park at all. But that doesn't stop some lowlifes. Well, at least Max is gonna be okay. He got lucky.
Oh, well, that's good.
Max is still groggy from the shot I gave him, and I'd rather not leave him alone just yet. The form's on the desk across from the mammoth skeleton.
Yeah. Yeah, you hang in there, buddy.
Okay,
It's gonna be
boy,
all right.
We're almost done here.
Oh, he is adorable. Poor Max. All right. Let's go get that form. Hopefully he's going to be okay.
Seriously, Al, you can't just go and meet a kidnapper. Those situations always end up in disaster. You gotta talk to the cops.
Listen, I tried that.
She's my wife, and it's my call. Can we talk about this later?
No, this whole thing, listen, you hit your head. I mean, geez, Al, come on. You gotta understand how crazy all this sounds. If you're trying to pull a joke on me, freak me out, it's working. Ha ha, let's have a laugh on Barry. Well, you had me going there real funny, Al. You can quit it now.
All right. Form was on his desk. All right. And seriously, I mean, I like the jacket and all, but out here, really not working. All right. What is that outfit? You wearing capris? Do you have no shame? Here you go,
This
Max.
is the form you wanted?
And here
Got
are
that
your
form
keys.
for you.
Okay, you're all set, Mr. Wake. Glad to have you staying here.
Thanks. Can you tell me how to get to Lover's Peak?
Oh, sure. It's at the end of the nature trail. Just follow the paths, you'll get to it eventually. It's an easy walk. Nice spot, too.
Thanks. All right,
If you
Max.
have any trouble finding it,
you hang in
just
there.
keep your eyes on the radio mast. It's right below that. Oh, and hey, if you take a walk in the woods, watch your steps so you don't end up like Max. I guess I'm a little worried. We got a bunch of campers out there we haven't heard from. It's not like these people are on a schedule, but with the traps, well, you know. I just don't want any trouble.
Right. Thanks.
Yeah, this is gonna go really well. I can barely see that up there. It's there. At the top of the peak there. You can kind of see it. Why didn't it work? I do have a good PC, but there's something specific with the remastered version and AMD processors, specifically the Ryzen generation, where it just didn't work really well. And they had outsourced the remaster to a third-party developer, and they didn't ever patch it and fix it. So we tried a bunch of stuff, but it just didn't work.
It was time to go.
So we decided to just... Everyone said just play the original, because it works. So just unfortunate.
Look, Al, you're asking me to believe that you shot a dude who went poof into thin air, a guy who was bulletproof until you pointed a flashlight at him. You hear that from people who end up spending time in padded rooms, strapped to their beds, wearing white shirts with too long tangled up sleeves, and eating a healthy diet of pills. Al, you make cruel jokes about people who believe that kind of stuff. You're the skeptic. You gave me an hour-long lecture on homeopathy last month. What was it? If there's no proof, it's pure bullshit. Period.
Guess the laugh's on me then.
Al, come on! I mean, okay. Okay, maybe something weird happened to you, okay?
Well, thanks for the heartfelt vote of confidence.
All I'm saying is you gotta throw me a bone here, bestseller. What would you think if it was me? There's no way you should be going out at midnight with a gun.
No one asked you to come here, Barry. Either work with me on this or go straight back to New York. Your choice.
Yeah, that's right. I'll send you packing. And speaking of padded rooms, the jacket, Barry, come on. Okay, wait. Oh, we probably just need to go back to the car. Quiet, Barry.
That's just crazy talk, Al. Al? Al? We should go to the sheriff or call the FBI.
Damn it, Barry, they'll kill her! This is not a goddamn debate, Barry. I'm going to Lover's Peak. He said to come alone.
Okay,
Gesundheit.
okay then. I understand. You're my best friend and I'm worried that you're not right in the head. Tell me what to do to help and I'll do it.
You stay here, and if I'm not back by morning, call the cavalry.
Gesundheit. Gesundheit. Are you gonna be okay?
With the natives, Al. These yokels are dangerous. Everybody hates a tourist, or it'll be deliverance all over again.
Bless you.
Gesundheit.
Oh, this place is trying to kill me. I'll bet there's mold in here, spores, poison ivy, God knows what. This is so not worth a 15% commission. You want to know where you
Got any
can
more
shove that flashlight?
in there? Oh, Jesus. Watch it, Barry.
Lock the door when I leave.
Yeah, you go ahead and do what you have to do. I'll be fine. Alone, but fine. In a cabin straight from a horror movie.
I mean, he's not wrong there, but the way... Also, the way we knocked that light over, like, just... Eh. That was something
Where you
else.
point that thing, Al?
Just look into the light. Gesundheit. That works for me. I don't know about you guys, but if, like, sunlight or bright lights, if I look into them, I will sneeze. Good, we're gonna need those. Of course we need coffee. We can't go out there without any coffee. Ah. Yes, nice and warm.
Real funny, Al. Real funny. Thank you. I'll just sit here in the dark till you come back, or until I get eaten by a grue.
Well, listen, I'm trying to conserve electricity, you know? I'm just watching out for the environment. You'll be fine, right? Should we leave them off, or should we turn them on? And off.
I didn't realize we were back in the 3rd grade here.
And off. And off again.
Seriously, cut it out, Al. My nerves are shot.
And on. And off again. Barry? Okay. We'll leave him on. All right. I'm sorry, buddy. Oh, we'll stop picking on Barry. Oh my god, that was fun, though. Ooh. Barry, while I'm gone, if you could throw some steaks on the grill. We'll have steak and eggs when I get back. Come on, you bird.
Here, Al. I'll hold down the fort. I'll be with you in spirit every step of the way, Al. Lock the door now.
Barry had never gotten along with Alice, but he knew Alan loved her with an almost frightening intensity. And now something had happened to Alice. And here was Al armed with a gun and saying things people got put in padded cells for. It was as if his friend had experienced a massive psychotic episode and was now totally disconnected from reality. It scared the shit out of Barry.
I mean, imagine how I feel. He's got a nice ride.
Barry had the keys to the car he rented. Wasn't a long walk to the visitor center, and it wouldn't be any use to me in the forest.
All right, well...
I knew I should have gone to the cops. This wasn't the smartest thing I'd ever done, but I was still angry with Barry for trying to talk me out of it. These people had called me right in the sheriff's station. The cops wouldn't scare them, and they had Alice.
All right. God! These freaking birds, man, I'm telling you. Oh my god. I think I just peed a little bit. Just make sure to turn that on first.
Welcome back to the show, folks. As promised, our very own Dr. Nelson has just parked his rear end in the studio. Doc, what's your Deerfest plan like?
My plan? You make it sound a lot more organized than I ever seem to manage. No plan, really, just taking the atmosphere. I'm getting a little too rickety to do much more than that, you know.
Oh, tell me about it. No sack race for us older gentlemen, huh?
Yes, exactly, Pat. But I'm gonna check out the parade, of course. And I'll be one of the pie contest judges, too.
Well, that takes a different kind of constitution.
Oh, yeah, it's my kind of exercise.
Now, Doc, seriously, you're in pretty good shape, though. You're the outdoors type. I know for a fact you're an avid fisherman.
That's right. Matter of fact, just caught a heck of a largemouth bass early this morning.
But you're not taking part in the fishing contest?
No, not this year. See, Pat, I'm just not that competitive anymore. Now I just like to take my time and enjoy the peace of it. It's no fun if I need to worry about what I'm catching, you know?
Well, considering your track record, the participants are probably pretty happy you feel that way.
Well, Pat, that's kind of you to say.
Oh, Doc and his fishing. Okay, that was A little awkward side story. I definitely saw somebody outside that window. So they are waiting. They are waiting for us. You forgot to ask my name. You know, the wife and the cat's and the dog's name, and you don't know mine. My name is Lucas. But you can call me Beardy. Hello. Drop hazard. Well, sure, we can just stand here. Nothing's gonna happen. Nothing bad's gonna happen. I'm sorry. I wanted to go for a swing. Jesus. Don't touch the tire swing, I guess. Okay, that was terrifying. Okay, Lover's Peak. Oh, good. There's a television. Kicking in harder. Oh. God! Oh my God, these birds, man. Cut it out. Ah, yes, another episode of Night Springs.
Crime and punishment. The cancer and cure of civilization. But some crimes are impossible to punish, especially in Night Springs. Tonight's episode, The Man in the Mirror.
Michael Jackson?
He's inside, Agent. He's a weird one.
So, you're confessing to killing that guy, huh? Why?
And it coming?
Yeah, but why would you do that? I mean, you're a nice guy. Normal. Took a kid to a soccer game. So how come at the game, you pick a guy and, quoting from the arresting officer's report here, assault the victim's head area repeatedly with the weapon of choice being a pair of bare fists? Wow, that sentence really flows, huh? Maybe you're not the literary type. Okay, so you mess him up. But why? Who was that guy? We couldn't ID him. Why would a guy like you do him like that?
I didn't like his face.
Well, you must have hated it, because you really went to town there. I mean, there's no way to tell what he looked like. No ID on him either.
That must be difficult.
But then we ran the fingerprints. Got a match. Your prints. Identical.
Huh, how about that?
Your son said you were wearing a white shirt when you took him to the game. But the white shirt is on the dead guy.
It's plenty red now.
You won't get away with this.
Do you really think that's in any way relevant to me? I had plenty of time to talk to my boy before the cops arrived, you know? He won't stop screaming, am I right? You think he's ever gonna be okay? I left my mark. Believe me.
You bastard.
What? You gonna shoot me? What's the point? I'm going to prison. You got me.
I don't understand any of this.
And you never will. Don't worry. Maybe you'll see me again, Agent. Maybe in the mirror.
That was a wild one. There's no recap. Interesting. And kind of still dealing with the quantum stuff too, in that he beat himself up. Beat himself to death. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm looking too deep at home. I didn't even notice this. What happened in here? Whose blood is this? Barry? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Nope, not sticking around for that. Maybe we can call for help. Or a pizza. Getting a little hungry. Think they deliver out this far? Do not feed the wildlife. Penalty $100. What if the wildlife feeds on us?
Rose knew that Rusty was in love with her, and she liked him too. She liked him a lot. He taught her to dance, and life had certainly taught her the value of a man who was gentle. He treated her well, made her smile, made her feel good. But Rusty wasn't the prince of her dreams, and that tended to underline the unbearable truth. She was no closer to that Hollywood magic than he was.
Okay. So, Rose and Rusty. Is this a lover's peak? And we did see the initial scratched into the tree earlier at the cabin. That was like E and B.
The air in the visitor center was heavy with an awful smell, as if some rotten drowned thing had crawled up from its grave. Rusty kept coughing blood. My eyes were drawn to the twisted shape of his broken leg. The attack had been vicious. Max whined in his cage. Rusty's eyes were wild with fear and terror. He gasped. "Mr. Wake, it happened just the way it was on that page."
I don't like it. Sent my spine a tingling. Fallen rock zone. Oh, God.
The vision left me weak.
Uh-oh.
This was no head injury.
Rusty, hang on! I'm coming! Please, help me!
Rusty?
Anybody? Help me!
Damn.
Help me!
Hold on, I gotta check if there's coffee around here. Rusty, hang in there. I knew it! Coffee. Okay, Rusty. I'm almost ready. Just let me check over here. Rusty's gonna be
The
fine.
ranger's office was locked. I'd need a key to get in.
Rusty might have the key.
Hello?
Oh my God.
Here. I'm back here. Hey, please help me.
Mr. Wake?
Hang in there. We're gonna put your insides back in.
It happened just the way it was on that page. I found. Came true. It knew. So dark. It'll come back for me. You must. The lights. In the office. I have the key.
Okay, Rusty. Hang on. I'll be right back. Whatever did this couldn't be far. Rusty had...
Here, you're not gonna need that anymore, right?
It would help me understand what had happened.
Oh my God. Yeah, you are in rough. Oh, wow. Look at his leg. Damn. Yeah, this is fine. We can fix this. Max, how you doing? You hanging in there? You got water? You got food? Oh my God. Okay, this must be restrooms. I kind of have to go to the bathroom. I've been drinking a lot of coffee.
The only way to make sure that Rusty was safe was to get the power running and the lights back on.
This might be the page he was talking about.
At the last instant, I changed direction and threw myself down. The axe splintered the trunk of a tree. I stumbled into the pool of bright light. My lungs burned. I was too exhausted to move. I tensed as I waited for the killing blow, but it never came. I raised my head. Nothing moved in the darkness beyond. For the moment, bathed in the cold light, I was safe.
Oh, it's cold light? I always assumed it was warm light. It looks warm. You know, cold light is blue. Warm light is kind of, you know, soft, yellowish light. All right. Ignore me. Oh. Oh, that's
too late.
Great.
Someone had destroyed the circuit breaker. There was no way to get the lights back on.
Rusty!
Rusty?
The ground was covered with glowing patches that looked like liquid darkness.
Okay, do not stand in the dark patches. Ah! Hey, that was a really good throw, actually. Oh. Huh. Apparently they can't stand in the dark patches either. Hold on, let me just clean this up. We good? Nope. A little bit over here. We can't let any of this oil spill persist. We gotta clean this place up. That'll be 200 even for my services. Well, at least somebody knocked that bear over. That is creepy. I never noticed the cat up there. As long as that stuff doesn't come to life.
A mammoth-sized hole in the wall.
It might have been Bucktooth Charlie.
Please don't feed the animals.
Rusty?
Fishing is only permitted for those visitors.
No.
Which is a park license, no bay. The park ranger's instructions. At all times.
Rusty.
Rusty, no. Never. Go closer than 100 yards. Two bears and
Rusty?
never approach any other closer than 25 yards.
Rusty.
Must be leashed.
Chill.
Never leave your pet unattended.
Chill. Don't make me do this.
Against the law. To remove any natural objects or historical artifacts. This includes.
That's enough. Oh, he listened. He listened. Oh. Oh, good. Excuse you. Rusty and I were just having a chat, okay? You weren't invited. That's enough. Oh, there's a giant stockpile. All right, we're all stocked up. Whew, all right. Well, we took care of Rusty. Now somebody's got to take care of Max. Wait, was Max okay? Forgot to check on Max. Max? Oh. Max? What were the odds of that timing? That was Hilo from downstairs barking up a storm. I think you could hear that in the microphone. It's very loud. Okay, so Max is on the loose. That's not good. We gotta find Max. And Toby still. Unless Carl did eat Toby, and I don't know, maybe Rusty ate Max. I hope not. But that would explain his super speed, like I said. These guys are eating dogs, and for some reason that makes them go fast. No, I don't know. I'm just making that up. To be continued. I held in my hand a page. Written on it were the words, subscribe to the channel, like the video, join the community Discord, and stay tuned for more Alan Wake. It was a prophecy of things to come.